For this video, we're going to be breaking down the tape of number 10 running back and linebacker Jep Joseph, class of 2025 of Suffern High School highlighted on the screen. And this young man, 6'1", 175 pounds, had over 1,200 yards and 12 touchdowns last year while also racking up over 50 tackles on defense. And he was the engine of this offense. He was a dominant back last year, got some good size to him. And what I really like about him is that he follows and sets up his blockers very well in this counter and power scheme offense. And he's a long strider. It doesn't look like he's moving that fast, but he takes these really long strides that churns up yards at the second level. And another thing that was very positive to me watching him is that he has positive reps in each phase of his game. As a runner, obviously, but also as a receiver and even as a blocker, a well-rounded football player that I saw. Now, things he can work on, he is a high runner, right? He definitely can work on his pad level and continue to grow with his vision and decision-making, especially when it comes to kind of these zone runs. A lot of power and counter stuff. Love to see how he does in some zone run plays as well. But let's talk about a couple clips and go over it. But before we continue with this breakdown, if you like this kind of content, make sure to hit that thumbs up and subscribe to help the channel. And think about joining our Patreon for some added benefits and to help support the group. All right, let's talk about Jep. And, first things first, I mentioned what I really like is him setting up his blockers. And you're going to see, they run a lot of power and counter in this offense that we saw last year. And you're going to see a couple double teams right here, a down block, another down block, and they're going to be pulling this guard and kind of having his H-back as a lead blocker for him, and he's going to follow his blockers. So as the play breaks down, you're going to see there he is highlighted. Pretty good movement up front by the offensive line, a kick-out block, and I love he keeps his eyes up, right? You're going to see him. He's got his hand on his blocker right here. He keeps it really tight to the blocker, tight inside, which is really good. He's not bouncing it, rounding it towards the outside. Makes it easier for these defenders to make this play. Really hides behind his blocker and keeps his eyes up. And you see this quite a bit on tape. And watch the cutback there. Get right on the contact, keeping his eyes up, sees the back door open, shoots it through, and then watch those long strides again. Breaking that tackle to second level, finishing for a touchdown. And again, it's just the little details. He gets on his blocker really quick, but he doesn't outrun his blocker. That's important things for backs to see. He gets really tight to his blocker right there, allows for the contact, sets up that block, then he puts his foot in the dirt and explodes to that second level. Let's go to another play. Here he is highlighted right here. And you can see similar type of play. Except, again, the H-back to his side, the guard to his side, they're both going to be pulling across. You're going to see a double team, down block. Similar concept, but again, the H-back on a different part of the formation. And here he comes again. Look at him. Really nice trap right there. But look how close he gets to his blocker, keeping it tight. Keeps it really tight. Gets on the blocker fast, but stays behind him. Doesn't overrun the blocker. Really nice kick out there. You're going to see a seal inside here. But because he keeps this really nice and tight, you're going to see a lane open up. There he goes. He sees it. Runs through kind of the traffic there. And look at those long strides again. Doesn't look like he was moving super fast, right? But again, just churning up those yards with those long strides that he has. Let's watch it again. And sets up his blockers really well, hits that second level, and it's off to the races. I mentioned he had some versatility to him. They also ran into some wildcat. They put him at the quarterback spot. Here he is highlighted. And they're just going to be running kind of this trap lead. Right? So the running back in front of me is actually going to fake it and then follow him. And they're going to run a trap. You're going to see some down blocks, tackle getting to the second level. They're going to try to trap the defensive end. And again, good size back. Follows his blocker as well. Look at the hand right on the blocker. Right, he gets real tight to the blocker, allows contact to be made, then he explodes. But I like, again, showing some strength here. Look at him get to the second level, make the guy miss, lowering his shoulder. And then here's that speed that I mentioned. The speed, the long strides, getting those big chunk plays, the home run plays. Let's watch it again. Going to follow his blocker. Hand right on him. Gets to that second level. Lowers his shoulder. And then here comes the speed. Again, gives you a little bit of everything. A versatile weapon. Final play, I want to talk about him as a receiver. Here he is highlighted in the backfield again. You're going to see him. He's actually going to fake that he blocks and then run through the middle of the field. Okay, it's pretty much like a go route because they're expecting the linebacker to be playing him. So when he fakes that he's blocking, no one really covers him anymore. And again, it gets really wide open, but because the ball hangs in the air a little bit, this corner comes off his man and really could deliver a kill shot. And look at him go up and make the catch. Takes a big hit, but holds on to the ball. Again, showing some toughness here. Let's watch it again. Fakes the block, runs through the middle of the field. Linebacker doesn't run to him. He's open. Going to take a big hit, but look at him go up there, take a big shot, still hang on to the ball. Again, a versatile weapon, dominant last year. I'm really excited to see what he worked on this offseason heading to this upcoming year.